Hi, my name is Jackie Haight, and I'm the Age Friendly Coordinator in Delaware County. Age Friendly is an international effort that's led by the World Health Organization, and in the United States, it's affiliated with AARP Livable Communities. Currently, there are 699 communities in the United States. The Age Friendly initiative in Delaware County is housed by SourcePoint, the aging services provider in our county. SourcePoint finds the Age Friendly project important because if something is beneficial to older adults, it is likely to benefit those of all ages. So when we think about the why of age friendly, we know by 2030, 1 in every 5 people in the United States will be 65 and older. By 2030, in Delaware County, the 55 and older adult population is projected to be 74,550. That's a 41% increase since 2020. And in 2034, for the first time ever, the number of older adults that are 65 and older will be greater than the number of children under 18. The Age Friendly initiative encourages cities, counties, and states to prepare for the rapid aging of our population by working together to strengthen and advance our communities. It's about creating an infrastructure of policies and procedures and programs to look at this growth that's coming and kind of be proactive and get ahead of the curve. So Age Friendly is a 5-year plan. It starts with a community survey and focuses on 8 domains of livability. In 2018, we partnered with the Delaware County Health District, and they put together a survey that was sent out to approximately 1,500 random registered voters. We had a 51% return rate. From there, an assessment report was put together, and in May of 2019, we presented that report to our community members, to stakeholders, community experts, and looked at 8 domains of livability. From there, we decided to narrow it down to 6 domains of livability, and we created domain groups. And so those 6 domains are housing, transportation, community engagement, community support, health and safety services, outdoor spaces and buildings, and communication and information. So we met with these groups and developed a strategic plan that we then put together and presented to AARP Livable Communities in December of 2020. It was approved, and so then we got started. In 2021, we started to put together our action steps and kind of just took the ball and ran with it. So in that, we developed a mission and vision statement. So our mission is that age-friendly Delaware County will collaborate to innovate and improve key elements of livability that support healthy aging in our community. Our vision is that Delaware County is an active, safe, healthy, and connected community for all ages and abilities. So I'd like to share just a few things in each of our domain groups that we're working on. So in housing, we're part of the Delaware County Housing Alliance. And this is a group that's comprised of a lot of different stakeholders in the community that support those that have housing issues. And so in 2020, in the summer, we became a nonprofit with the purpose to raise funding and have a study done of our county. And so currently there is a company working to put the study together, and we should have it the results by December of this year. And we hope to take those results and then push that out to all of our political subdivisions and governmental agencies so they can see what we're dealing with and hopefully come together to resolve some of our housing issues in Delaware County. And so another thing that we're working on is called Nesterly. And Nesterly is a home sharing program that has an online platform that basically matches those that have extra space in their homes with those that are looking for a place to live. And this started with Age Friendly Boston, currently in Columbus and Franklin County. Age Friendly is also working and utilizing this program. So we hope to, in the next 6 months, get this going in Delaware County. In transportation, we're working with our local transportation company, Delaware County Transit, and they have a mobility management website, and it's a guide to transportation options in our county. And so we know that 7 out of 10 people outlive their driving age. And so at that point, you think about how do they get around? So this management website gives them an opportunity to look at the different modes of transportation depending on their needs. And then if they don't have a computer or a smartphone, there is a phone number they can call, and someone will walk them through the process and help them determine what works best for them. So in community engagement, we had a positive aging campaign that also included a positive aging video. We were fortunate enough to get funding through one of our corporate partners, Greif Incorporated, to put together a positive aging video. And then we also did an in-house campaign that we did push out through our partners as well that just talked about what ageism is, the definitions of it, what we see in the media, and just within the workforce for those that are older adults. And so I think the end result of this and what we found with our video is that we've learned that people of all ages can do all things. So another program that we're working with one of our community partners, Connections Helpline, is called Sage and Seekers. It's an 8-week evidence-based program that brings high school students and older adults together to work through a workbook in that time. And they just learn that there's not as many differences as they think despite their age gap. And it's an intergenerational program that helps combat social isolation, dissolve that age-related segregation, and it's all through conversation. So we've had great results with it, and it's really awesome to see how the students and the older adults realize again that, you know, their differences are much less than they anticipated. So in community support, health and safety services, we had a mental health awareness campaign, and that also included a video. So we were fortunate enough to partner with our Delaware Area Career Center students that put together a PSA video to share about mental health awareness and where the resources are. So from our study, we found that 41% of those respondents that took the survey didn't know where mental health resources were. And so we did an awareness campaign with the video just to share the information so that when people encounter an issue and they need those services, instead of being reactionary, they already have the information and can be proactive about it. We also know that with falls prevention, we created a falls-free zone. So we know that 1 in 4 adults age 65 and older have a fall. And we know that falls can be the #1 cause of an injury or death among older adults. So from that, we put together this falls-free zone curriculum. And so it's something that it's a comprehensive information to help prevent falls, and it can stand alone or it can build on other topics to create a comprehensive falls prevention education. So within outdoor spaces and buildings, one of our fun initiatives was age-friendly benches. And so one of our partners went back to his management at Preservation Parks to look at how many benches that they had that didn't have handrails and how could they amend those benches to accommodate everyone. So we've learned that people that with mobility issues of all ages, having handrails on benches is very helpful. And so it kind of started a process that we put together a bench policy that went out to all the political subdivisions. So when they are looking at amending or creating new public spaces or parks, they're going to think about creating a space that's age friendly and putting benches in that have handrails. And then we also had the opportunity to be the recipients of the 2021 Community Challenge Grant through AARP Livable Communities. And that enabled us to put together a community garden behind the St. Michael's Apartments and that's a senior living facility for older adults. And so this is kind of a cross-cutting space because it not only was for community engagement and then also food insecurity, but it also brought the residents together, kind of combated social isolation, especially coming out of COVID. It gave residents that were gardeners in the past that didn't have that space the opportunity to come outside right behind where they live and work in a garden. So we put 6 raised beds in with a fence, and we have age-friendly benches out there so they can just go out and sit and enjoy the outdoor area. And so this has been an awesome project. We also wrapped in healthy cooking classes and some horticulture education as well. And so this also brought in some intergenerational programming, which has been great. And so within communication and information, a couple things. The main thing is that this is a very cross-cutting domain group, because you think about everything that we're doing needs to be shared through the community, and so it entails communication. And so we definitely looked at the best ways to communicate within all the different communities. They all look different. People receive information differently. And so we worked with the health district to put a survey together to go out to the political subdivisions to learn how those communities reach out and get information to their community members. And so we also put together a technology toolkit. And so we looked at our own website and how we could better it to serve all those in our county. And so in the web design, we have an accessibility button. And so if you click that button, it can change the contrast. It can make the font bigger, text spacing. If you have any dyslexia issues, it's dyslexia friendly. And so we thought this was a great way to better serve those that are using our website, and also share with our community partners so they can look at maybe amending their website as well. And then one of the other kind of the last things I'd like to share is that we had the opportunity to put together an age-friendly video. And so this kind of helps with the why we're doing this. And I think it's a great way to end my conversation. And so I'm going to go ahead and share that age-friendly video. I think one thing I do want to stress is that age-friendly is very collaborative in nature. We always say it takes a village. And I think too that we look at small steps, big impact. It doesn't have to be a huge project. The little things really matter. So thanks so much, and I hope you enjoy our video.
Living in Delaware County, I think is unique because the demographics are so unique. You have suburbia in many spaces, you have urban settings, and then you also have the farming communities, so it's very rural in the outlying areas.
We bought a condo in Powell, which is Delaware County. Delaware County is really great fun because we can walk to all the restaurants and shops, and 4 ice cream stores are within walking distance to our house.
I like the sense of community, Midwestern mentality. Everybody is very friendly.
Well, this is a good place to be. It's the healthiest, they say, of the 88 counties, and more older people are moving in.
When we look at aging in ourselves, we want to be in a space that we can age well in. And Age Friendly looks at all of those different spaces and brings it all together. And the domains were based on all the different things in our community that we look at to live in a great space.
I use Delaware County Transit. I've used that for over 12 years. I own a couple of their buses, really, the money I've spent on it. But no, I got rid of my car and I just started using it, and it gets me everywhere I want to go.
Most of the homes in Delaware County are 2 stories, so it was difficult for me to be a quadruple amputee 5 years ago. Things are challenging for me. I've had to modify my house to have a chairlift to get up to the second floor. And getting down to the basement is a challenge.
The first couple of years when I was wondering about Jim's memory, I would bring it up to my physician, and he would say, oh, it's probably just normal aging, you know, he's fine. Finally, I said, that's just not right. And then a year later was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
When we look at all the age-friendly domains, we know that they all touch everyone in some way because we're all affected with aging, and we may or may not know that someone has something going on in their lives that might be a challenge, but if we have that age-friendly lens in everything that we do, then we're going to be, you know, working for everyone in our community and serving them well.
Delaware County is a great place to grow old because of all the resources they have available for people over 55, including SourcePoint, which is probably one of the best resources there are in Delaware County for aging. We have people that we can call anytime to help us with any situation that might come up.
As I age, I would like to continue to be involved in SourcePoint, and if in case I sell my house, I would still like to be in Delaware County.
We're all going to age, and so don't we want to do it well, focusing on taking care of yourself and understanding what that means. We know that we need to do that for our community as well.
So life has been great. Bus drivers say, oh, you'll live to be 100. I said, well, if I do, that's less than 5 years. My time's running out. I got to keep busy. Keep on going on.